What's going on, everybody? My name is Gormy. I am here with the Football Nation podcast. Today, we start releasing our video series to you guys. And my video series here on the channel is going to be called Good Weekend, Bad Weekend, where we talk about 5 teams that had good weekends, 5 teams that had bad weekends. Sometimes we may even talk about players as well that have good weekends or bad weekends. So those could be some special episodes that you guys see here in the near future. But if you guys do happen to enjoy today's episode, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing is 100% free, so why not hit that sub button? Without further ado, let's get into the video. So at number 5 for the good guys this weekend, we have Wrexham AFC. They had a very interesting week, being that they were granted city status, which is huge for them. Also, Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds were there, as well as the King of England. King of Great Britain, I guess you can say. But it is very, very crazy what has been happening with Wrexham AFC. And with the win over Eastleigh, where they beat them 2-0, they move within a point of the title, being top of the table. They're on 50 points, Notts County on 51. Hopefully Wrexham can keep up the pace, because they definitely are very, very ambitious now. The fans, club, the players, they definitely want to get back to Football League status, and I have a feeling it's going to happen sooner rather than later. So, who is the first club that had a bad weekend? We're going to be talking about Scunthorpe United in the Vanarama National as well. So, we're staying in the Vanarama National. They had a game against Yeovil Town where they ended up playing to a 0-0 draw. Now, most people might say, oh, well, at least they got a point. That's good for them. They currently sit bottom of the table, and a majority of teams above them have games in hand to where they can really create a gap. So, their fortunes are going from bad to worse recently, because a couple years ago they were in Sky Bet League 2, falling on hard times, and if they get relegated again, it is not going to be a pretty scene at that club. So hopefully they can get something going sooner rather than later. Hopefully the turn of the new year they try and, change up some things and change their fortunes, but unfortunately they make the bad weekend list. So at number 4, for good weekend, we have Argentina. Now, I know some people are going to have some mixed emotions on the Argentina and Netherlands game, because Argentina, there is a bench clearing incident within that match, and Argentina also were up 2-0, I believe, and then Wout Weghorst happened, and then they ended up winning in pens 3-2. It was a very chaotic game, very good game, honestly. The ref kind of let it get out of hand. There were multiple yellow cards. So it was a very crazy game. If you have not seen highlights of it, definitely recommend you check it out. But Argentina moving on to the semifinals. Messi's hopes of winning a World Cup are still alive. And in my opinion, I definitely think that Argentina will probably go through to the final. But I do hope that Croatia can give them a battle in that matchup. So coming in at number 4 for bad weekend is the team that Argentina knocked out at the World Cup. That is the Netherlands. The Netherlands looked pretty well beat, but then Wout Weghorst happened, had some late game heroics, forced extra time. They go to pens, and they unfortunately lose on pens, which for some reason I would love to know down in the comments what has happened with people taking pens this year. It is not a pretty picture. But hopefully the Netherlands are going to have a good tournament come the Euros in 2024. They definitely showed some promise. They are a very solid side. It's just that game got really out of hand, and they definitely needed to capitalize one more time. If so, they would have seen themselves on the good weekend side. But we move on. Coming in at number 3 for good weekend, we have got Croatia. Croatia just will not die. They will not give up. I mean, you think that they are done, dusted, going home, and they do what they do. And Livakovic is absolutely unbelievable. The man, it's like he has mental telepathy. He knows exactly where everyone's going on their pens. It's absolutely incredible. So Croatia, like I said previously, they're going to be having Argentina in this next matchup. So they're going to have to hope for some heroics again because Lionel Messi looks absolutely unreal as of right now. So they're definitely going to need some luck on their side. But with the way that Croatia's been playing, maybe we will see Croatia in the World Cup final once again. So coming in at number 3 for bad weekend, we've got Portugal. Unfortunately, I thought that Portugal could potentially, I thought that there was a potential of a Ronaldo v Messi World Cup final. That Portuguese team, very young, very good, but unfortunately, it is now all over for Pepe and Ronaldo as Portugal are going home. There questionable decisions on benching Ronaldo. Should he have been benched? Should he have not been? No one really knows the answer. It's very, very mixed views on if that should have happened or not. But Portugal definitely needed that little bit extra oomph against Morocco. And it's not to take anything away from Morocco because they've been absolutely phenomenal. But Portugal definitely let themselves down in that match. Number 2 for good weekend, we have France. France moving on to the semifinal. And what is very interesting about that, no previous winner of the World Cup has gotten to the semifinal since I believe it's 1998. So France making history there. It's not easy to try and repeat. France, they have plenty of injuries. And Kuku, Benzema, Paul Pogba, Kimpembe, list goes on. They are missing key players, but they're showing that they're a very, very deep squad. France, very, very good weekend for the nation of France. So number 2 for bad weekend, we have got the nation of Brazil. Very unfortunate for them to be going home, as they were one of the World Cup favorites to win the whole darn thing. Neymar potentially done on the international stage, as he has come out and said that it is starting to take a mental toll on him, which I definitely believe it. With the way that the media and everything is nowadays, I definitely believe it, not only just with him, but other players, such as Ronaldo, who we have previously spoken about. But unfortunately, Brazil there's something when it comes to the World Cup, Copa America, that is holding them back. Now their manager, I do believe, stepped down, and maybe there is a new age on the horizon, a new vision that will help see them to a World Cup win, potentially in 2026. We will have to wait and see what the new project has in store for them. But unfortunately for Neymar, it looks like things are over on an international level, and he might start taking a step back with things because, the man has had to carry a nation on his back for a good while now. So that pressure really gets to you. And at number 1 for good weekend, we have got Morocco. No one has, I think, at the beginning of the World Cup, predicted that Morocco would get to a semifinal, have a chance at getting to the final. They are the first African nation to get to a World Cup semifinal. So that is absolutely massive. And the stats that the team has is otherworldly. They have not conceded a goal to an opponent. They have conceded 1 goal, and it was an unfortunate own goal against Canada. They were in a group that had Belgium in it, and they topped the group. It's absolutely insane how good Morocco is. It was Belgium, Canada, Croatia, and themselves, and Morocco have a chance to get to a World Cup final. It is absolutely absurd. Props to the nation of Morocco. It is party time, fun time in that nation right now. And if they get to a final, it is going to be absolutely unbelievable. So, can it happen? Let us know down in the comments. And number 1 for bad weekend, we all knew it was coming. England, number 1 for bad weekend. It is unfortunate the way that they went out. The officials in general at the World Cup have not had a good tournament. The official did not have a good game yesterday. But at the end of the day, England did not have enough in the tank to win. when it comes to team selection, substitutions, tactics. They did not get it right once again. And by they, I mean Mr. Gareth Southgate. That team has so much talent in it that it is kind of crazy that they haven't won something, because this is their best team since their golden generation. And it is very, very surprising that they have not won something. They have gotten to the semis of the previous World Cup, the Euro final, and now the quarterfinal of this World Cup. So 2026, maybe they can do it then here in the US, but maybe they even do it at the Euros in Germany. We shall wait and see, because we're going to have to wait and see if Gareth Southgate is still going to be at the helm, because the way that he was making things sound, he's really going to think about his future coming up here, which I think a lot of managers are going to be. So that wraps up today's first episode of Good Weekend, Bad Weekend. I hope you guys did enjoy. More of these coming your guys' way very, very soon. If you guys did happen to enjoy, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing is 100% free, so why not hit that sub button. Down below in the description will be the link to all of our socials, whether it be TikTok or Twitter or Twitch, whatever it may be, to where you guys can catch whatever we are doing. We will have live watch-alongs for the semifinals and for the World Cup final here on the channel, so make sure to hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, so you guys do not miss those. They are very, very fun. So yeah, with that being said, until next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.